Just made it to Charlotte, North Carolina. Gonna be picking up the car here in probably 3 hours or so. I'm gonna go get the rental right now, and then we're on our way. So I'll catch up with you guys soon. So many awesome cars. Which one should I take? Nissan, Toyota, maybe this Chevy? So torn, guys. Here's the winner. Let's get it. Alright guys, we got a nice 3-hour drive ahead of us. So I flew into North Carolina because it was pretty much just a cheap flight, and I got a buddy who can hook me up with a rental car, so I figured why not just drive it. Was not anticipating this hurricane, so flying in was a little messy, and now I got a nice 3-hour drive. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't hit any flash flooding or anything, but I'll catch up with you guys here soon.
Later.
Just about a half an hour out from picking up the new car, so pretty stoked right now. I'm definitely getting more excited as we get closer and closer, and I cannot wait to see it in person. So I gotta make a pit stop to fill up this rental car's gas tank before I return it. Should be there in about 30 minutes, so can't wait for you guys to see it. So many damn muscle cars down here, guys. Mustangs, Chargers, Challengers. We're 3 minutes away, less than 2 miles away from the new car. Oh my gosh, guys, I see the car right now. This is crazy. Yo guys, so I just bought the car. It's right here, and here it is. This is a 1988 Honda Prelude. Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked right now. The car is definitely 30 years old. I mean, you can tell it's 30 years old, but damn is she pretty. Aftermarket wheels, which we'll probably be changing up, you know me, on that monster truck ride height right now. Hey guys, I'm so stoked on this right now. The car has 57,000 original miles. It's a 1988. It's got 57,000 miles. So I just can't wait to get working on it. I mean, it's not perfect. It's gonna take some cosmetic work, but you know your boy, he's gonna make it look mint. I can't wait to get it home and start working on it. So right now I'm gonna go over and get some breakfast, and then I'm gonna head up to my dad's, who actually lives in Knoxville. So I actually had him take a look at the car before I came all the way down here to buy it, had him look at it, test drive it, make sure it was good to go. So I'm gonna go over there and do a once over the car, make sure everything looks good and that it's you know, gonna be safe to drive the 12 hours up north. Can't wait to start working on this. Welcome to the new daily. For starters, I think this has to go and these have to go. So I'm gonna take these off. That's a little bit better. Yeah, they ain't the prettiest, but they all natural. This thing is definitely 30 years old, and that's okay. You know, I wanted a project car, something I can restore and bring back to a good cosmetic condition. The mechanics seem to be good. Definitely need some cosmetic work, but something your boy's down for. I am starving. I need to go take this thing for a drive and go get some breakfast because I haven't eaten yet, and I got like 1 hour of sleep last night, so I'm gonna do that. Peace. I made it back to the house. Everything's good. I'm gonna just spend this afternoon kind of cleaning up the car and wiping down the interior and whatnot. I'm gonna skip out on, you know, vlogging that because that's not too interesting. I'm just gonna be wiping down the interior, giving it a good, you know, once over, and that might be it for today. The plan is to drive back tomorrow. It's about a 12-hour drive, so not quite looking forward to that, but we'll get there, and I'll probably catch up with you guys later. It's the next day. I am on my way back home now. It's quite a long drive, so it's 7:45 in the morning. I wanted to get an earlier start than I did. However, your boy needed to sleep, so I'm on the road now. I'm headed back. I'm hoping hoping the car makes it. I'm gonna stop periodically, obviously 1 for gas and 2 just to let it kind of cool down. Alright guys, wish me luck, and I'll hopefully see you in Massachusetts. Old car problems. There's nowhere to place your phone. There's no cup holders. I'm gonna have to get really damn creative here. When you drive a car from the 80s, you gotta listen to the 80s.
Out of this world, leave the real one behind. Make it dance.
I love it. Guys, while I have like 8 more hours in this car, I think now would be a good time to kind of just share with you guys like why I bought this 1988 Honda Prelude. I was doing some searching for a new daily driver. As I mentioned before, I've been putting a lot of miles on the BMW, and I kind of wanted to get something that would at least just have a second option to drive when I was just, you know, going to the grocery store, maybe even going to work every day, doing all the little stuff that I didn't really need to drive my show car around to. But at the time, the BMW was my only car, so I didn't have an option. So I started looking around. I was looking locally just for something a little bit older. I knew what my price range was, and it wasn't a whole lot. I was kind of just passively looking, and out of kind of nowhere, I came across, hold on, back up, not out of nowhere. My dad lives in Tennessee, so I thought to myself, well, what if I look in Tennessee as well, just to basically open it up to cars that have never seen salt, that have little to no rust on them. So I was looking at both local Craigslist, you know, cars.com, Auto Trader, all that good stuff, and I looked at the Tennessee marketplace on Craigslist. I saw that this had been posted not even 6 hours ago when I had found it. So I reached out to Jacob, who was the owner just before me. I was like, dude, please tell me this car is still available. So he got back to me, said, yep, it's still around. I asked my dad to go just take a look at it, give it a test drive, do a once over, make sure it's at least something worthwhile coming all the way down to Tennessee for. So he did that. He said, you know, it's definitely a 30-year-old car, and it is. It's not perfect. The cosmetics, like the rubber trimming and stuff, is pretty beat up, but he said that the bones of the car were pretty good. The engine seems to run fine, the transmission switches gears well, the suspension even, I think it's original, is pretty good. Then I decided that I was gonna go and basically fly down in a couple weeks after doing some more research on parts. Just to go back to the main point here, I like this car because it's older, it's a little retro. I love the pop-up lights, guys. The pop-up headlights are by far my favorite feature so far. I kind of fell in love with it right then and there. I mean, it fit the price range. It only has now 58,000 miles on it, and it's a 1988. 58,000 original miles. So that was a big plus for me. Now, let's get on to kind of the pros and cons about the car. It is 30 years old. It's got its issues. Mechanically, it's been pretty sound so far. The fuel gauge doesn't work, so it's manageable because the previous owner, Jacob, let me know, you know, how far he can go on a tank and whatnot, and I fill it up basically as soon as my odometer gets, or trip reader, to about 200 miles, and that's only about a half a tank of gas, so I'm never really going below half a tank. I mean, obviously something I'm gonna get fixed in the future. Problem number 2, the blinkers don't work at all. Fortunately, it's pretty much a straight shot on the highway all the way home, literally like 900 miles of just straight one highway, so I can really just sit in the slow lane and cruise, and I don't really need to switch lanes because I'll be honest, most people are passing me. It's not the other way around. Lastly, the speedometer goes on and off. So right now it's working. Obviously I'm doing about 65 miles an hour. Since I've bought the car between today and yesterday, it's been on and off, so that's something I need to get fixed. But that's really it, guys. Everything else works. Everything else seems to be all right. So it's just the blinkers, the fuel gauge, and the speedometer. I've already got the part coming in for the blinkers. It should be here soon. That way I can at least drive around and be a little more respectful to other drivers by using a turn signal. And I'm gonna have to figure out the speedometer. It's working right now. Maybe it'll just stay working, fingers crossed. I'm pretty stoked to get working on this. I've already got some mods in mind. I already have a couple that I've already bought, just more cosmetic stuff, but I'm gonna put those on in another video. I love it so far. It's super fun to drive. It's not like a brand new BMW. It's very unique, and the Prelude is kind of the predecessor or the early stages, or basically what the NSX, the Acura NSX was originally built upon. So it's above the Civic, it's just below the NSX, and a lot of what the NSX came from is from this car. I really do like it. I hope you guys like it, because I'm gonna be putting a lot of work into it here over the next few, well, however long, and I've got big plans for it. So stay tuned, guys. I'll hopefully catch up with you soon in Massachusetts. Peace. Made it. Both me and the car are safe, and we're back in Massachusetts. That was a long drive. I think I started at 8 a.m. It's now, I got home at 1:30, no, 2:30, so it was like an 18-hour day. Most importantly, the car made it. It didn't break down. I'm still here, so looking forward to what's next. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below if you have any recommendations on any mods that I should do to the Prelude. Also, if you know anything about Preludes, or you know where to source parts, let me know, because it's super hard to find those things. But anyways, guys, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.